Alright everybody, today I have a real treat for you. I have the WPL 4x4 military truck, also known as the B-1, which is really popular online right now and with modders and kids in general. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a great little truck. But I'm going to be doing a complete overlook of it and try to answer maybe a few questions that haven't been answered yet about this little guy. So, first off, the underside of the beast. I've already kind of messed up my drive shaft, so forgive that. But underneath, the frame rails, these are not aluminum rails. These are actually steel C-channel. So we will get a nice look at the C-channel. You can see it real good right here. Now, the differentials, they just have 4 bolts that are through bolted to hold the whole thing together. The drive shafts are the weak link on this unit, and so is the steering box, which you would have seen in other videos. Tires are really soft. They are kind of firm for a crawler, but it's great for just beating around the yard or around in the woods or something. This truck does have working LED headlights, of course. Battery goes under the hood. Has a slightly detailed interior, as you can see. I'll actually grab a flashlight here. See if we can't see in there. You got some seats. Steering wheel. Now this truck comes stock with just a little 130 size motor, which is crap. I mean, it's a little 1.5 volt. It can handle up to 6 volts, and this is a pretty big truck to rely on one of those. So I've actually ordered some upgrade motors. I'll do a different video of that, but if you're wondering what size motor to look for a 180 motor. That would be the longer case. It'd have a much longer stator inside, and it'll have carbon brushes, and it'll hold up a lot better than this one. You might have to shave a little bit of the plastic off the back when you change the motor, but it'll be alright. Now, let's see what holds the wheels on. A lot of people wonder what kind of wheel adapters on this thing, so let's pull it off. Just has one center screw, slides off. That. It's got a little bitty hex axle. What size are you, my friend? First guess, too. That is a 5mm shaft. So if you want to try to make wheel adapters, so you can put, you know, the 12mm, 8mm, whatever adapters you can find. Start with the 5. 3D print you up something else, and go with some much softer tires, I would recommend. Now, I got to play with this maybe 45 minutes today. And like I said, I already messed up one of the drive shafts, and I will explain exactly what happened here. Now, the weak link on the drive shafts is the part that actually goes on the gearbox shaft, the output shafts. Now what happens, you have the bottom part of the knuckle or yoke, whatever you want to call it. It's really thin down here, really thin plastic. And what will happen is it will crack vertically, and it'll begin to slip, and it'll just fall off. And these drive shafts actually have a little, like, expansion joint on them. So when you actually have travel, it doesn't just fall apart or snap right there. So when this starts slipping, it just falls off. So that's something to look at. Of course, this unit does have all the way around metal leaf springs. And it's quite a lot heavier than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be this really lightweight, just cruddy truck, kind of like a New Bright, if you've ever had one of those from Walmart. They used to be really good back in the day, and now they're just, well, crap. They're crap. But, let's find out exactly how much this puppy weighs. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Forgive the crudity of my scale, it's ancient, but it works. Place your bets, people. She's exactly 1.4 pound. That's not bad for such a little guy. So with the remote, with the batteries in it, you're looking about 1.8. So it's a little hefty. I mean, there's some room for improvement. Obviously, you can add some wheel weights, some weights up under the. I'll probably take the gas tanks apart and fill them up with lead weights, just to kind of give it a little bit more sway out on the trails when it goes over something, instead of just picking up the entire truck all comically. So 1.4 pounds. Not bad for 38 bucks. Now for what's next on the agenda, the remote. Obviously, if you've watched any of the other videos, you know the remote is junk. It flexes real bad, no proportional steering, no adjustment for anything on the remote. It's all manual on the bottom of the truck. You do have proportional throttle, but yeah, no. I'm going to upgrade that. Now, you turn the truck on, and your headlights flash. Now, it doesn't do that every time you stop, obviously. It's only when it does not detect the remote. And I like this function. So you turn the remote on, and immediately the headlights stop. It detects that the remote is within range, and you can now drive it. Another thing I want to clear up, in all the driving videos where people are driving kind of slow, they're not just being easy on it. This thing's not very fast. That's literally all it's got. This is full steam right here. So, plenty of room for improvement there. Obviously the steering box, which sounds like if you throw a bunch of bricks and hammers along with a couple of feral cats in a dryer and turn it on. Yummy! I do love watching the drive shafts go around. That's so freaking cool. Other thing, it's got, you know, a whole bunch of really nice detail on there. I'm probably going to paint the side marker lights. It does have a lot of areas that I will probably do a black wash in to kind of age it a little bit, and it'll fill in a lot of the detail and make it really pop. The bed's pretty nice, except for obviously the mold dot in the middle. 4x4 WPL painted tail lights. Actually does have a little trailer hitch hole anyway. The mirrors actually do come on the truck. They don't come in a bag like on the little Toyotas. They come folded in, just like that. They don't have a sticker on it, but you can rectify that with some Mylar HVAC tape or some aluminum foil tape, or just paint it in. Who really cares? So, turn this dude off. Steering adjustment, gross. Lots of play in the steering. A lot of this will go away when you change it to a hobby grade servo, and I will probably drill out a lot of the pivot points and add brass bushings just to tighten it up a little bit and just give it a little bit more overall durability and reliability. Put maybe a little dots of grease in there. So the frame is actually pretty stout. You'd think for a cheap truck like this it would really flex a lot. It doesn't. So that's pretty good. I wish the stacks had the little holes in it on the shields, but something else I can add to it myself. The hood does actually snap down pretty well. It's got pretty durable snaps up under the lip and does have a really nice click. So here is one last 360 of the vehicle before I call it a night. I'll go over the top of it as well. Alright, for 38 bucks, I'm gonna say it's a great buy. It's a lot of fun. The potential to upgrade it is infinite. You can do whatever you want with it. You could pretty much just build a whole new frame if you wanted, stick the body on it. But I want to see how reliable I can make this truck with the frame rails and wheels it has. Maybe even the stock gearbox. But don't hold me to that. I will be upgrading the motor and maybe adding weight to it and just aging the hell out of it, and obviously hobby grading the living snot out of it. Let me know what you think of it. I will have other trucks coming in as well. Stay tuned for the C14 and the B24. I will be doing side-by-side comparisons to see how they stack up scale-wise. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys next time.